Yeah. We're live. We are live and direct. Formally apologizing. Well, actually, not really. No more feet, people.
The run is over. It's been a good run, feet people.
The shoes are on.
Shoes are on from here on out. You can click to the next video. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's enough of that.
But for everyone who's here, just to listen to the pod, to have some laughs, maybe get you through your day,
Yeah.
you're welcome
And
to stay.
even if you're a guy who was a foot dude,
Yeah.
who's just looking to laugh,
Yeah.
we're letting you know right now we're not going to make you horny anymore.
And I will say, like most of you have been pretty respectful, there's a few bad apples. That's what I'll say.
Couple bad apples in the bunch.
Yeah.
Ruined it for everyone.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, So you're welcome to stay and hang on. Just don't leave any comments that are gross.
We don't like it.
Yeah, we don't like the feet comments.
We don't
It's
appreciate
over.
it.
Game over.
It was, you had your fun.
You had your fun. Now I'm sure there's plenty more. Go to Swallow Daddy's podcast and jack off to their feet.
Those faggots would love to have you guys over there.
Those faggots would love you, faggots. But yeah, and then everyone else who's here, guys, sign up for the Patreon. We got $1.
Yeah.
$1 a month for the first 100 subs. Come hang.
Exclusive Mexican content.
There is exclusive Mexican content being thrown around as we speak in the Patreon. So, yeah,
pretty exciting stuff.
Pretty exciting stuff. Yeah, and tell us where to perform with the link in the bio too. But yeah. But yeah, all right. We had to get the announcements out of the way just to start.
Now that we got the formalities.
Yeah, now we got to do the Pledge of Allegiance as we start here. But,
put your hand over your heart.
Should we do the Little League pledge?
I don't know the Little League pledge.
You never did. I trust in God, I love my country and will respect its laws. I will strive to win, but win or lose, I will always do my best.
No, I didn't. I didn't play Little League. I did pony baseball. They didn't make us do that.
That makes a lot of sense.
You ever read the game?
Me? No, I read The Rational Male.
That makes a lot of sense.
That book will bum you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get bummed out. Honestly, the game bums you out by the end of it.
Yeah, the
All
ending
of
is pretty
books,
boring. Yeah.
But it is very funny.
The first 2/3 of it are pretty funny.
Yeah.
And gets you in the mood to get some booze.
It's honestly hilarious.
Nerds getting pussy, and no matter what way it is always pretty funny.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it's the comedy movies that happens in, where the nerd gets the girl.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
He sciences his way into pussy.
Yeah.
But I was watching mystery videos today, just about the mystery method.
Shout out to Mystery. Come on the pod.
Yeah, we got to meet Mystery sometime.
Mystery method.
But I was laughing so hard when he was explaining how to DHV when you're talking to a lady, which is for the
explain
listeners.
DHV.
Demonstrate high value. And he said there's so many ways that you can do it when you slip it into conversation. He goes, you can do the protector of the weak. You got pre-selection.
What's pre-selection?
Pre-selection is that other women want to fuck you, and you display that to a woman while you're talking to her.
You'd be like, yeah, I have these female friends that they were telling me this.
Oh, so it's
casually mentioning the other women in your life.
So it's dread game, but at the start.
Kind of,
yeah.
Sure.
And then what was the other one that he had? The leader of men. That's the other one. But yeah, he's like, you just drop these in the middle of the conversation. He goes, you don't want to DLV and talk about drinking beer and barfing with your buddies. I was like, yeah, probably a good move, actually. You want to DHV? But I actually spit water out a little bit when I was
Leader of men.
Leader of men. You got the protector of the weak. You got pre-selection.
It's just funny to imagine being in like a conversation at a bar, like you and your two buddies, like you, me, and Jack, walk up to a group of 3 girls, and we all are alternating stories about us leading men. And then we helped him. Obviously, we were in the Amazon rainforest. I let everybody out.
But he also talks about how you can't outright brag about stuff that's going well in your life. You got to display it to her. And then someone was like, well, how do you get the ball rolling? He's like, all right, you got to brag to start with. But then after that, you're just demonstrating value.
How about 73 questions with Mystery? And he's like, Mystery, how have you shown yourself to be a leader of men? You know?
He actually literally is a leader.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
He literally showed.
in the truest possible sense.
He-
Aside from being like a commander in an army, I mean,
He might have actually shown like a couple generations how to
Yeah.
get pussy.
well, he might have had. He might have shown like the guys who what would you call it, like evolutionarily weren't supposed to get pussy,
Yeah.
how to get
Yeah.
pussy. And the damage that he's done you'll probably see in like 300 years. When it's like all the nerds.
Yeah, you'll see. You could call it an evolution phase shift in about 300 years.
Oh yeah, well we could talk about what is it, evolution phase shift?
Evolutionary phase shift.
Okay.
By the way, I did get a little bit better of an idea of phase shifting because those guys see the entire approach of talking to a woman as like different sequences.
Yeah,
where it's like,
it's
now
so
you're doing-
confusing.
Yeah, it is really cool. There's your opener, and then there's like demonstrating high value,
Yeah.
and then there's like dealing with, I don't know, shit tests or whatever.
Uh-huh.
It gets really complicated.
Yeah,
It really overcomplicates forming a connection with another human
Yeah.
being.
yeah.
But then the phase shifting is literally just those different sequences is when
okay.
you're shifting between phases. What constitutes an evolutionary phase shift? I'm not completely sure. I don't know what's so evolutionary about.
Well, but that's what's the part.
that
of
might
the
be when
book?
you're about to escalate Kino.
Well, I bet like maybe an evolutionary phase shift is like when like a bunch of guys come home from war, like what it takes to be a leader of men. You know, you got a bunch of war heroes.
Yeah.
Right?
Evolutionary phase shift is when you like saved your battalion by like
right.
sinking a Japanese
Like
warship,
having a purple heart,
and then
or
you have
something
to,
like that.
and then you come home and you like apply for a job as a mechanic,
Yeah.
and no one cares about you anymore.
Yeah, it's like that
Yeah.
scene in The Hurt Locker when he can't choose cereal. You
I haven't
remember
seen
that
the movie, no.
Oh, it's so
It's been a
good.
long time.
There's a scene where Jeremy Renner comes home after
Mhm.
like diffusing bombs and watching like guys blow up,
Yeah.
and then he's just like he just stands looking at a wall of cereal, and he's like,
Yeah.
And then he reads the game.
yeah.
But explain the what's the part in the book with where he goes phase shift? That is the funniest thing ever.
It's where he's at a bar in Miami, and I guess there were allegedly a 10 out of 10 and an 11 out of 10 were hanging out in the bar. Both
You
of
hear
them,
that, Pat?
Wow.
yeah, both of them, I think, around 6 feet tall, like just beautiful women. And I guess every dude in the bar was like throwing his hand and just trying to make something happen with these ladies, and they were just fucking. Nobody was cutting through. And then Neil Strauss, he like was working on these like routines or whatever.
Yeah.
He started to cut through, but then he kind of was like, what's the way to put it? Like he had gone past what he actually knew how to do as far as like escalating
Oh,
the
he's in the
situation.
nether zone.
He was in
Yeah.
the nether zone. And I guess Mystery was picking up on the fact that he didn't know what the next move was. And Mystery, in the book, it says that he walks up behind Neil just out of earshot of the women and goes, phase shifts. And then Neil Strauss makes out with the 11 out of 10. He manages to escalate Kino, and then,
Oh, that's like
but it's one of the funniest parts of the
Yeah.
whole book.
yeah.
Also,
But then we would tell him about when we were at Jersey Mike's.
oh yeah, we were in line at Jersey Mike's, and I got the chicken salad sandwich, which was a limited edition item.
Yeah.
And the woman next to me,
The
in
chicken
line-
salad sandwich was the 11.
but the woman next to me in line saw that I ordered that, and she goes, "Is it the tuna salad or the chicken salad?" And I went, "It's the chicken salad." She goes, "Have you ever had it before?" And I went, "No." And then Jake goes, "Fish."
Yeah.
But yeah,
Talking to women's school.
talking to women is always great.
It's literally always a pleasure.
Yeah, the game is hilarious.
Did you guys notice how the women in Chicago, they weren't necessarily big like
Yeah, I did
San
notice.
Antonio, but they were. You could see why the Big Ten is where all the good linemen come from.
They all
For
just
sure.
looked like they had to fart. That was kind of the vibe that most of them had to me.
I was just getting that they were like
Yeah.
they were tanks. There were a lot of like women who
There
were like
were- yeah.
5'10".
There was a lot of fridge protecting
And
the
not very
snacks, as they
dainty.
would say.
No, not like they were like Really like
Yeah.
thick. You get some thick-wristed sons getting around in Chicago.
Some big beautiful ladies in Chicago.
Yeah.
A lot of hot
Well, not
chicks too, though.
BBW. There were, people, everybody. I'll say this: the one thing noticed generally about the Midwest, which I had never seen before, was, everybody was probably 30 pounds heavier on average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like I would say like basically every bar we went to, there was hot chicks there.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And
It's
they're
still
like
a
generally speaking,
metropolis.
the people literally were just bigger.
Yes,
including the women.
And then the women are more like, I honestly almost prefer it a little bit, how they're more like attractive and like.
Skinny guys love big bitches.
Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the attractive people specifically, and I don't fall into that category either.
You're gonna be that guy.
I do not like big bitches.
You're gonna find yourself one day when you
yes, Uncle Pat.
when you integrate, you're like your shadow. You're gonna be in line. You're gonna be in line at KFC with a big woman, and when it it becomes obvious that you want her to pay, you're gonna get really affectionate with her while you're waiting in line. Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a great time.
Yeah, you don't quite appreciate how little fat people there are in Southern California.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
so few.
yeah.
It's,
The
like,
fat
it's
people
unbelievable.
it's
how
like a
few there are.
class thing.
Yes.
It's a class thing here.
Yeah. Whereas in the Midwest, they're still on
It's just,
regal standards.
Yeah.
The fatter, the wealthier.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
They got people like they're like the upper class people are like what's the guy in Oh Brother Where Art Thou, who's in all the Coen Brothers movies? The
Tim Blake Nelson.
no the
John Turturro.
No, the guy who plays Sully in Monsters.
John
Inc.
Goodman.
John Goodman in Oh Brother Where Art Thou, where he's like got the eye patch on or whatever, he's not missing the eye, but he's like a belt, like you can tell his stomach is like spilling out, but he's dressed really proper.
Yeah.
That's the the type of people.
They went out of their way to make a pair of pants that fits that guy, which just tells you he runs shit.
The pair of pants that like are shaped like if you took the pair of pants that a guy like that is wearing, like some trousers,
It's like a blanket,
and you like took him out of it and turned them to the side, it would look like those rides at the water parks where you like it's a funnel on the side and you go up the wall.
Yeah.
They're like so wide and then they narrow out towards the
Yeah.
Damn, should we go to a water park? Should we go to Hurricane Harbor?
I would fucking love to go to a water park.
Didn't they
so much
reopen
fun.
Wild Rivers?
I don't think I've
Did they?
Yeah,
I'd be
think
down to
so.
go.
I've
It's
never
in
been to Wild
El
Rivers.
I actually
Great
forgot
Park,
that
El
it's
Toro.
summertime.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the beach once.
I saw a guy who's the last time I was at Wild Rivers before it closed in like 2011, I distinctly remember standing in line with a dude whose nipples were the shape of like effectively ice cream cones. Like they were really out. It was bizarre.
Nice. You should have looked them up.
Yeah. Like you would think that there was like a small pump that pushed them out. Or like he told a lie and he had Pinocchio nipples because they were just like.
I think places like that
you
is like
see some shit at these water
that
parks.
is like a prime example of things that were fun while you're a kid, and then you would probably actually hate going back as an adult because you forget the clientele that are at those places.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mexicans.
Mexican children.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Mexico. Mexico won in the World Cup. That's
nice.
great, I guess.
Good for them.
Copa del Mundo.
Yeah. Gotta get back to the beach too.
The beach. I do need to get out to the beach.
One of the most true things my older brother ever said was that if you live in SoCal and you don't go to the beach, you're not getting your rent's worth.
That is true.
Yeah.
He also said that the best chow mein he's ever had was at the Larry Flint's Hustler Casino.
Grain of salt.
No, he's kind of onto something though. Is Larry Flint's Hustler is it kind of in like Commerce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That like concrete jungle, just part of L.A. County and Orange
disgusting.
County. Great
Brutal.
food.
Like what else?
Great food. I'm thinking like, for instance, like
The low main.
like Beach Boulevard area, Orange County.
Okay.
Like, yeah, good.
Yeah,
like
good
that's
food
where
over
there's a
there.
lot of like Asians and like
Okay. Yeah.
real Mexicans and stuff.
You got
like
some. You'll get like taco nazo over there.
that. Yeah,
Taco nazo's great.
or just like great pho and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Garden Grove too.
Just nondescript
Yeah,
sprawl.
yeah,
Yeah.
That just needs to be power washed.
They really, I mean, there's never been a better time for like aliens to start abducting people.
Yeah, literally.
They could actually be provide a really
Yeah.
useful service.
Yeah, that's the sticks of Los Angeles and Orange County
Yeah.
is just these like spots off like the 5,
Yeah.
kind of in like where like the 5 and the 605 meet.
Uh-huh.
That's like the sticks where it's like you're just kind of
Yeah.
you're not really close to anything. You're an hour from anything,
Vernon.
and yet there's a
Yeah.
shitload going around you. Yeah,
That's how I felt when I lived in La Habra, because I was,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think,
that's
5 to 10
exactly.
miles from each freeway.
Yeah,
It was a nightmare.
yeah,
Yeah, and then anytime you're driving on the freeway and you look, and you know how there will be like a parking garage right next to the freeway
Yeah.
to like somewhere, and you look over and you're like, is that Robert De Niro and John Voight fucking exchanging money, manila folders with money in it?
Yeah. That is that area.
Are guys planning $10 million heists
Yeah.
right beneath this underpass?
yeah. Well, my favorite depiction of that area is, at least aesthetically, because the story kind of sucks, but True Detective Season 2
Yeah.
is all in that area.
Yeah.
It is?
Well, like all the like Vince Vaughn like scummy shit
Yeah.
going on in the casinos and stuff is all that like
Yeah.
butt fuck like just warehouses for
Uh-huh.
miles.
Oh, yeah. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Boyle Heights.
Yeah, Boyle Heights over. By the way, Boyle Heights, I was driving past. There was like a fucking 3-day like fire going.
I
heard
drove
about
by
that.
it every day,
Twice.
and
Yeah,
it was
me-
like
oh, yeah,
just
right.
nonstop.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's a big building full of solar panels
Yeah.
right near a neighborhood that we didn't know existed.
And then, and then there's a rail yard somehow.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That place it's cool but creepy at night. If you ever drive through
Oh, yeah.
Vernon at night.
Yeah.
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 I don't know if I've ever driven through Vernon.
I had to drive through it a lot when I worked. I was a truck driver for a coffee company during COVID.
What part of what part of LA is that?
Vernon is off the 5 right before you get to where like the 10 and the 5 meet, and it's just like you can see it. It's a really big area, and the like city limit it says there's 1,000 people in it,
Yeah.
Nice.
and it's just warehouses
Right in
and
the
like
middle of Los
refrigeration.
Angeles, pretty
yeah.
much. Yeah.
Nice.
The bottles of like kombucha you see at like coffee shops,
Yeah.
that all is like stored in
Uh-huh.
houses in Vernon,
Yeah.
Nice.
warehouses.
It's weird. Yeah, you forget that as the nice places in the city get nicer, they have to just expand the vague nothing
Yeah,
part of the
yeah,
city to
yeah.
make up for it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's the universe expanding.
Yeah.
It's just
That's what-
warehouses in LA.
When Elon Musk makes it to Mars and starts colonizing Mars, he's gonna just move. They're gonna push Vernon to Mars.
Yeah. Yeah. Just gonna build a second level.
They should jackhammer that whole area.
Did you guys ever see the movie Elysium?
No.
It's like
No.
a post-apocalyptic. Like there's a people on like I only saw half of it, but yeah, the Earth is what LA kind of looks. The
Uh-huh.
like post when there's a billions and way more people. It's
Uh-huh.
like LA
Mm-hmm.
out where no one is. No, you think no one is, but
Yeah.
they
They're
got
there.
good Vietnamese food.
Yeah.
Does the movie Wall-E only have
Stanton.
white people in it?
I would. You know what's funny? It's been so long since I saw it.
I could only
It's a good
picture it
question.
with white people in it.
It's from that period where they probably didn't think about it.
Yeah.
You know.
Wall-E would be a really funny movie with Mexicans in it. It's just minorities in general.
Yeah.
It'd be a funny layer to that.
Yeah. Wall-E.
It is also fun. That movie was literally about like people are gonna get fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were already fat when they
You know,
did that
you know.
movie.
Speaking of Wall-E with Mexicans in it, aren't the mosquitoes in A Bug's Life Mexican?
I haven't
Like,
seen
don't
a
they
Bug's
don't they
Life
go
in
into
so
the
long.
mosquito
I
bar
think
and
mosquitoes
there's Spanish music
I
playing?
think mosquitoes in the real world.
I was about to
Mexican.
say.
No, that's the thing is I think it was like there's something where there's like mariachi music playing and it's like it's a species where it's like it would be insulting to depict any race as this. I swear, it's been so long since
It's
I watched
entirely
any of those
possible.
movies.
Yes, I haven't seen that movie in forever though.
It's pretty funny. Honestly, all the Pixar movies are great.
Yeah,
I think spiders are Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
spiders.
spiders?
Black widows are definitely Mexican women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just something about spiders that
Yeah.
got kind of a.
Oh,
They
we're
got a
gonna have to
little.
clip this. We're gonna have to clip this and put it on the Patreon.
They got
I
a
don't have it.
No, I'm
spicy.
joking. I mean, for the exclusive
Oh,
Mexican
yeah.
content.
Yeah.
Daddy Longlegs, obviously Indian.
I would say Daddy Longlegs are Mexican because
Daddy
you ever
Longlegs
see
could
those
be
really
old.
tall, gangly
No,
Mexican
I would say
guys?
they're.
They might be old black guys.
They could be old blackness.
Yeah, like Victor Wembanyama, guy like that.
French black people.
Yeah,
I would say they're Indian guys.
Feels very Indian.
there are some spiders.
They have
here.
like a. There's a non-harmful.
Yeah.
There's another word I can't think of right now, but there's like a considering.
Benign.
Yeah, they're kind of like who cares.
Yeah.
But they are since they're spiders, they're still like kind of
Yeah.
if you see them. But then it's like it's an Indian.
Plus, they're
guy.
also like soft when you squish them. Like, I've never
just
been
like
freaked.
an Indian guy.
It feels really good. Step on. They smell like shit. No.
I'd say that pretty much any spider is just whatever like
Uh-huh.
ethnicity comes out of where it's from. Because as I'm thinking about this more, like black widows, I guess you could say that's Mexican women. They're also just in the Southwest, you know.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess.
true.
Yeah.
Brown recluses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Those are Mexican.
yeah.
To Guatemala.
Those are like the Mexican
those are-
dudes who watch anime.
Yeah, I was about to say emo Latinos.
Yeah.
Brown
Yeah.
recluse. Yeah.
Not a lot of spiders, as far as I know, native to places that white people are from.
Yeah, well, I feel
Well,
like
now
the,
like Australia,
the big
but
the big
that's not really
bugs,
native.
I think, typically are
They're like
they show up in like hot
You're right.
areas,
yeah,
you know.
closer to the equator.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have?
La cucaracha.
Oh my God! There's like, have you ever seen those videos in Cuba of like those buildings that get infested with spiders?
Oh,
There will
no.
be like it'll be buildings that maybe have like 10,000 spiders just overtake the place,
Oh God.
and they become like it's a ton of them become its own entity.
They turn into a giant Mexican guy.
No, they enter a skin suit, and then a guy goes to work as a line cook. And they go home.
That's how they don't talk about the pyramids in Mexico. They also have mummies,
Yeah.
but they're just they're Mexican guys like walking. They're security guards, full of bugs.
Yeah.
I for some reason the other day got on like the reels I was getting were like specific like relatable third world country type of reels, and it was one where it was like a guy laying on a couch and he's like all sweaty and stuff, and like when the power comes back on and you hear this sound and you know it's gonna be okay, and it's like the power like flickers back. It's a
just
dark room.
It's a woman getting electrocuted.
Yeah, it flickers back on, and the fan that's next to his like bed comes on. He goes, "Ah!" And all the comments are like, "Oh, so true."
Is it in
So
one of those
The power
green
goes
rooms in Latin America? Those like aqua green rooms, like
No, it was
turquoise,
like
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
it was like a type
a
of.
favela color.
I couldn't. You know, it might have been, but it was the kind of thing where like all of the like furniture and the shelves are like that like color of brown that like can only existed in the U.S. until like the 60s, and and now in third world countries where it's
Yeah.
just like a shitty brown.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You ever see those videos of the Indonesian guys making pools in the rainforest?
I think I've heard of this actually.
Those were fun to watch, honestly. They would just like dig up
the ground.
They would dig up the ground, get some clay, and then
Yeah.
basically just smooth, like basically
Yeah.
mold the pool. and then they would find some fresh water and create like a drainage and pipe system to get water in that pool, and then they would swim in it, and that was it. And then they would just keep going back to being Indonesia.
Those countries like Indonesia, the Philippines, where it's like so humid.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like the absolute worst place to live ever.
Yeah, it can't be great.
They're also very densely populated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just live in a shack.
Yeah.
Brutal.
I would literally only go to those countries to get pussy.
I would only go there to be white.
I would only go there to get a wife.
Do you think when the Spanish left, like on those boats, to see the New World, their goal was to have everybody who lives in shacks and stuff like that, like in that like equator part of the world, to just like the people just sweating. There's hundreds of millions of them in these like this sprawl, and just all those people's last names are gonna be Gomez. You know.
Cortez.
Oh yeah.
Well, the Filipino last names are like confusing. Because they tried to. I think they tried to like marry the Spanish names and the Filipino names together.
Yeah.
So they get like.
I know what you're talking about. I can think of a few.
Yeah. Yeah, when the Spanish came to the Philippines and tried to convert them all to be Lakers fans.
There's going to be a...
You're going to...
A sport is going to be invented.
You're going to love Jordan Clarkson.
You're going to love black people. Once we discover black people, you're going to love them.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you think the conquistadors are proud of Ciudad Juarez? Yeah.
Love Filipinos.
Filipinos are
Filipinos,
great.
yeah, they're
I knew a lot of them
like the best.
growing up. Yeah.
Filipinos are a fun hang.
They are a good hang. They're honestly, I mean, the similarities they're uncanny, but a Filipino hang I would compare similarly to a Mexican hang.
Yeah.
Similar vibe.
That's the thing. That's the one thing I got to go back on, because I was kind of making fun of them for a second. But the big thing you got to give respect to Mexicans for is all of the races that get called the Mexicans of blank are like known for being a good time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Very much.
Yeah.
Very much.
The Irish, the Filipinos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of Asia. Trying to think what else can be the Mexicans of blank.
Well, I mean,
Mexicans of Antarctica.
The rest of the world is just.
I guess that's it.
Yeah. The Mexicans of Antarctica are Hispanic
Armenians.
Nazis in America now, because I guess they supposedly colonized Antarctica.
I've heard Armenians are the Mexicans of like.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Central Europe.
I could see that.
Of
the Levant.
They don't. I don't see that as much, but
it's just because they're Catholic.
I guess
variants
so.
of Catholic.
Yeah.
I heard this from my landlord when I was a kid. This person. They were like, yeah, Armenians are. They kind of just looked down on Armenians. In general.
Yeah.
'Cause I guess over in what area of the world is Armenia even in?
It's like Central Asia, I think.
It's
because it's close to Russia.
Yeah, it's the Mediterranean basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it was part of
Because
it was part of the Soviet Union.
They were kind of just describing them as like the Mexicans of like the Mediterranean, basically.
Okay. All right.
I guess they do a lot of their cleaning toilets and shit out there.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, I like the I think because I was thinking about it over the weekend, but I think any part of the world that at one point was colonized by the Spanish or like the Italians, somewhere in that area, I think is my favorite type of women, probably.
Oh yeah, I think we've talked about that before.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Because that's the Middle East, the white Middle Eastern.
The Latino European circle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna get. I also have I need to do one of those like 23andMe's, but I would theorize that I'm like 5% Middle Eastern. This is my theory. Yeah. It's in the blood somewhere.
Probably.
Well, it probably actually likely Middle Eastern or African of some sort because my family was from Sicily, which is like almost Africa. But yeah, if there's any Middle Eastern women watching the pod, come hang out. Come on the pod.
Well, I'm not a geneticist, but I'm pretty sure curly hair in general is more associated with like coming from those areas.
Yeah. When you're part Kumia.
Part eggplant.
Means your grandmother fucked Anthony Cumia.
Yeah.
You're part Cumia, and then she shoots.
I haven't killed anybody in 14 years.
Part Norton. Anyway, what else? We were just hanging out nonstop for like 4 days. So,
yeah.
How was your trip home, Pat?
Was
Pat
actually-
pulled an all-nighter.
I pulled an all-nighter and then I just slept on the plane.
Yeah,
It was fine.
nice,
I literally woke up as we were like maybe over Nevada. It was great.
nice. Yeah.
That was actually why I didn't want to film last night. Was because I was like, I can't. We gotta not be together for a night.
Yeah, yeah. Too much. Yeah. We had a fun flight home.
That was fun. It did make me laugh really hard when we hit the ground on the landing and the plane started shaking. And then Jake looked at Jack and goes, "It's okay, Jack. You can put your cock away."
It's gonna be all right, Jack. Put your cock away.
I felt like a celebrity in Chicago,
Yeah,
especially in Sluggers.
yeah. I love Sluggers.
I was
I
like,
got recognized like what, 2 or 3
my
times.
favorite
I got
bar.
recognized 3
Might
times.
be my favorite bar in America.
And then I had 2 other guys. I had these 2 guys looking at me,
Yeah.
and they were like, they went up to me. Not they got closer to me. I saw it as I was talking to 2 people,
Uh-huh.
and
Hey,
they
you're
were like,
that guy that we're gonna rob after.
yeah, they were doing that. They were like, "Is that-" and then they looked down at their phone. They went up. They got close. They looked down at their phone, and then they walked away. And then a minute or 2 after that, like almost immediately, a guy who was in that vicinity was like, "Anyone ever told you look like Pete Crow Armstrong?" And then I guess I kind of knew this, but I didn't expect it to happen. But the Cubs like young star player,
Yeah.
him and I do look very similar.
Yeah.
So it was like
pretty similar.
yeah, even when it wasn't for the
It would have
sketch
been
page.
completely absurd for him to have been at this bar, which is across the
I know.
street from
It's a
Wrigley
tourist
Field,
bar,
and
yeah.
for him to have been there and no one recognized
Sorry, not
him.
a tourist bar, but yeah. And then
we
I
saw
had,
some guys at the White Sox game too.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah.
On the train. So
Yeah.
sorry, that's why. So it was 5 total. It was 3 at Sluggers, but and then those guys. But then also, when I met the 2 guys who knew me from the sketch page at Sluggers, I don't know how the conversation went there, but they started talking about Chud the Builder. Right? You remember that?
I wasn't there, but you
I
told
think
me
I told
about
you about it. Yeah. They were talking about Chud the Builder, and then one of the guys just went straight into like, Chud the Builder. He was like, free Chud. And then he's like, hey, listen, man, I know I'm in Chicago, but you know who I voted for? And I was kind of like, all right. But I appreciated it. But then I kind of egged him on. And then as I walked away, I said, hey, free Chud.
I'd love to see a Venn diagram of guys who recognize you and guys who know who Chud the Builder is.
Oh, yeah.
I'll bet Chud the Builder knows who you are.
Probably, yeah.
I doubt we
That'd be funny if he was doing a
wouldn't be
live
surprised
stream.
if, yeah.
He's doing a live stream. He's like calling black people the N-word, egging them on, and then we happen to be in the same area, and he walks by and goes, "Hey, I know you from Instagram." And then he goes, "I'm not going to tell you who I voted for."
Chud the Builder.
Well, wasn't that a sketch idea of doing like Chud the Builder, but you're being but for white people or something?
Well,
What was the idea?
I forget exactly, but have you guys seen the guy who won? It's a black guy in full white face and then a white guy in black face. And the Chud the Builder guy.
This is a thing you saw?
Yeah.
I feel
Chad
like
Sean? It's similar, but it's not quite. It'll probably pop up in my algorithm again. But there's a guy who goes around in full blackface, and in front of black people, him and his black friend who's in full whiteface do effectively Chud the Builder. But the guy in whiteface the black guy is playing Chud, and the white guy in blackface is the one screaming like, "I'll kill you! I'll kill you!" And then like the black security guards will just be like, "Nah, man, this ain't go." And then the black guy in whiteface will start saying all the stuff like, he's. I don't know if I can use that phrase that Chud uses for when the guys start freaking out. Yeah. He's freaking out.
You can say chimping out. I think it's
but they just do reverse Chud the Builder in public.
Yeah.
Chimping out is the most casually racist thing that somebody can say.
I was going to say the one thing about that
it
phrase,
feels worse.
Yeah. But it is also, I would say that is actually, it's just generally a great way to describe somebody freaking out.
Yeah.
Like in
it
a
sucks
vacuum,
that there's racial
I'd be
overtones.
mad.
Yeah.
I'd be really pissed off if someone described what I was doing as just.
Yeah. I mean, essentially, it's DLV.
Yeah.
Chud the Builder.
I mean, Chud the Builder almost seems like the height, like the peak of of the craziness.
Yeah.
Like you might look back at this Trump presidency at that and be like, that was the final the final straw.
He's gonna be like when you're watching an old. If there was a show like The Simpsons or something that someone from our generation had made, he'd be one of those names you hear thrown out. That's like a wink, wink. Like when they'll say something like Charles Nelson Riley, and it's like, okay, nobody who was born after 1980 probably knows who that is. But if you were there for it.
Yeah. Anyway, Chud the Builder will be on the Patreon episode.
Free Chud.
Chud is just such a funny word.
Yeah, Chud is hilarious.
Yeah.
Phonetically, it's perfect.
The thing with Chud, I think I've given you guys the history lesson before, but it started as a way of effectively insulting anyone who's like.
Yeah, I was aware of it as that original meaning. Yeah,
the best.
I kind of like what it's turned into, though.
It's a perfect one-syllable insult.
Chud.
Doug Heffernan is a chud.
Because it's like also.
You would describe Doug as a chud.
It's like kind of like.
It's so
what
hot.
I mean is
it's also
no. It's not necessarily. It doesn't necessarily mean loser now.
Okay.
That's the thing. Is it's like kind
we
of.
went into this the other day. I'm still like.
So it's kind of horseshoe theory coming back then.
It's got a more general usage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is chud somebody?
I'm not online enough to fully understand this. I think, but it's because it's a great word because it's also not. It's almost, but it's not an onomatopoeia.
Yeah.
Like it's chud. It sounds like a sound someone could make, but it's not quite.
Yeah, okay. Does one's ability to get pussy factor into whether they're a chud or not?
Well, I'd say in the more general usage, it has a lot of different usages that I've seen.
Is an
incel like I've heard like I guess you could say normies say like fuck my chud life, and it's just meaning like, oh, I have a shitty life.
Yeah, that's yeah.
But I mean, I've heard it used in so many different ways, or seen. I guess you could say seen because I'm more on Twitter and stuff like that, which is where it proliferated in the first place.
Yeah, so I'm not on Twitter.
But I mean, like literally just like. Middle class, like kind of normie, but they vote Republican gets thrown around, meaning chud, in both an endearing and insulting way.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you
Okay. Well, yeah, I guess Doug Heffernan's a chud.
Yeah.
I don't know who Doug Heffernan even is.
Kevin
King
James in the King of Queens.
Oh, okay.
He's just like a blue collar New York.
I just wouldn't have took him for a
really
chud
exist.
because Carrie's such a piece of ass.
Well, it's a more general.
And it's so hard to imagine that you could be a chud and.
I could see being a chud with a nice piece of ass.
I mean, chud that's what I mean when I say it's becoming more generalized. So it kind of.
You just learn to be grateful.
It can err
at that point.
being on the side of just like bro. Like bro-ish, but if you don't like bros and you know that there are people who don't like this kind of, it's like
yeah.
My life at its worst and at its best can always be enhanced by having pussy.
Of Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that the bros became like such a group that people went after so hard when it's like basically it turned out to be like the most harmless like nothing of like it's like almost even difficult to it's like everyone knows a bro but like you almost don't even really have any in your actual life.
Yeah.
I think my life kind of became devoid of bros when I was like 21.
I think the bro thing also kind of hit its peak when like when I was in college, kind of like the like.
Do you mean bros like the barstoolification of white guys?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, like Saturdays are for the boys.
Yes, that exactly.
That's what I mean. In the more general sense, that's where like chud has become thrown around.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
That's what I mean by Doug Heffernan. He's a total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I was like in high school, like
we're getting wings after work.
Yeah, we're getting wings and beers, boys.
Yeah.
I don't have any of those guys.
I lost $10,000 on fucking prize picks. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I remember when I was in high school, there was guys who would go on to be like frat guys. They were like hyped to be that guy. Like that was like the cool guy to be.
Well, did you guys was I'm Schmacked still a thing when you?
Yes, very much so. Yeah. Yes, those videos actually got me kind of scared to go to college.
Really?
When I was probably like 14 or 15.
What were the I'm Schmacked videos? What were those?
It was a.
Damn, I
want to say an Instagram page that would just show videos.
YouTube, I think mostly.
Okay. Yeah,
it would be like
and of course everything at that time was like Snapchat. Like if they had a big Snapchat following,
it'd be like
they'd show the insanity of college
crazy party at ASU.
Yeah, like the
and it would be like
wow,
wow, and like chicks making out, and guys be like, yeah.
That would scare me too. I saw that. I'd be like, I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Still kind of scares me a little bit.
I like one woman at a time.
And then they also had like that like. I know these things they aren't as popular as they used to be, but like barstool smoke shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It'd be like really nerve wracking. Someone was like, "You got to go to a college party." I'd be like, I'm not socially equipped for that, man. I wasn't even equipped for that when I was that age.
I was so nutty. I couldn't have been less equipped for that when I was 19 years old.
I would go completely. If you put me at a college party right now, I'd go completely nonverbal. There's no way I'm making conversation with anyone.
It's the ultimate. It's like the final boss, like of co-ed friend groups, which are our mortal enemy.
The co-ed friend group.
The co-ed friend groups. Those need to be the first groups to go.
Yeah. Those are actually, you can, if there's ever some sort of like issue with the population in a serious way, you can point to co-ed friend groups being a contributor.
You just want to walk up to those guys and shake them.
If you want to look at like why the population went to shit, first immigrants, second co-ed.
Yeah, there's actually Pat Buchanan mentions that in The Death of the West. The co-ed. He goes, the percentage of people who go out in co-ed friend groups in Western countries has been going up 10% year over year over the past 3 decades. In third world countries, guys still run the 2-man.
I mean, it's like well documented that the popularity of platonic relationships between men and women is like killing us. It's like a weird development.
That's got to be per capita.
Yeah.
I mean, Obsession.
I think I'm using that right.
The biggest movie currently right now seems to be about
I don't think that's really why
that situation.
I guess so.
Yeah. It's. I mean, that movie is. Did you guys see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. It's a co-ed friend group.
Yeah.
You know?
Pretty much.
It's the mess that happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a childhood friend group. I don't talk. We never see each other. We were never that kind of co-ed friend group. What you're referring to, where it was like the regular core group was co-ed.
Yeah.
But I never had a big problem with it. Yeah.
I didn't have a problem when I was in college. If you're in college, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, if you're in college and you go out to the bars that Luke and I are trying to go to, I'd lose the douchebag. But
we'd like to ask you if we're interrupting anything.
Yeah.
But when you're from there, how's your night going?
Yeah. When you're in college, it is fun though, because you have girls. They keep it pushing. They know how to have fun.
Yeah.
There's shit going on when women are around.
They love a good itinerary.
Oh, they do, and it does get a little annoying at times.
It's extremely annoying,
but it does keep your life. It's a good thing to have at a certain point of your life.
Completely ruins the flow sometimes.
It really does. Yes.
But,
It's definitely a phase of your life with a big co-ed friend group is helpful, and then get out, and then get out and make something for yourself.
the problem is you see the co-ed friend groups, it just becomes like a group of sexless beings.
Yeah.
Over time.
That seems like definitely a more modern thing. But
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
what you mean.
Yeah, I guess there's also, but there is like in college when there's. It's not even necessarily you'd say a co-ed friend group though. It's just that like your social circle is so massive that like it feels that way.
Yeah.
That like everyone's fucking everyone kind of.
Yeah.
When you're whatever, you're in like this fraternity or something, like 100 people. So you can't really call that a co-ed friend group per se.
That's just going to college.
Yeah. But yeah, you got to get rid of your co-ed friend group. If you're past the age of 22.
It's time to drop the co-ed friend group and start a racist podcast.
Yes, exactly.
You're playing it all wrong, pal. You got to start playing the long game and make a podcast that,
Yeah, it is.
if it doesn't work out, is seriously going to inhibit your life later down the line. But if it does, you're going to make like $1 trillion.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Oof. The amount of guys playing the long game sends shivers down the spine. But yeah, I'm sure if you're been a listener, you're well aware of our disdain towards the co-ed friend group.
It starts with dinners.
I don't know. Well, I wouldn't say it starts. That seems like more of the. You mean like the beginning of the end, where it's like you guys are in too deep dinners?
That is, yeah. That's the
'Cause I was
beginning
gonna
of the
say,
end.
My,
is going
my
to dinners.
experience with my childhood, it's different because it's a childhood thing. It's not like we all met each other kind of recently.
Yeah.
We see each other once a year.
Yeah.
Maybe. I haven't seen him in like 2 years. But
This is not what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about it every weekend. The co-ed friend group gets
Yeah.
together.
Wine night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And there's no mention of Chud the Builder when you're with. Nobody gets to talk about anything fun.
No, they're literally just having normal, boring conversations.
And then I said to him, "Well, then why don't you just buy the watch?" And then he said to me, "Okay."
I love San Diego. It's just so fun.
They talk about cities. Where it's like, who gives a fuck?
Oh, that's so funny you say that, because that's actually something I avoided when I was in early college and after college, which was, the women of the co-ed friend group would try to get shit going, like, we should all go to San Diego.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I want to see you like once a year. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like metropolises. They like lights. They like sugar.
Yeah.
They like
Any
wine.
place women love, like a bar or restaurant where it's literally no different than a regular restaurant, but they dim the lights a little bit.
Yeah, they love dimmed lights. They
Which-
love appetizers where they don't bring enough of a portion for everybody to have
yeah,
one.
Yeah. I'm also
Women
So then
like
some woman in
birds.
the
Yeah.
group has to go, I'm okay. I want to
yeah,
have it.
and I'm gonna throw it out there that I also do enjoy a place with dim lights. As a pale fella myself, I don't mind the dim lights.
Sure, but maybe in like a one-on-one,
Yeah.
me and you are getting dinner or something. No women there, man.
Yeah.
That's going to kill everything.
I mean,
Now that I'm thinking about this, like I said, it's a different co-ed friend group type situation, but in my experience, I did always kind of put a lid on the time we spent together. Like there was a lot of like there was a lot of if we want to go to a second location, that kind of thing, I'd kind of be like, I think I'm just gonna go home.
Never go to a second location.
Yeah.
That applies to
In
if
fact, I
a
have
guy
a
is
distinct
abducting you,
memory.
or if you're with a co-ed friend group.
I have
Never
a-
go to
I-
a second location.
I have a distinct memory of going to a brewery with the co-ed friend group, maybe a year after the last time we'd hung out, or like 9 months. Just like it was always kind of a long time.
yeah.
And they wanted to go to my house because it was close to the brewery, and I literally was like, no. me and my buddies just went home. No, obviously, yeah. I was kind of just like, I'm gonna go home. Yeah.
Yeah, very understandable.
Now women.
That's also just rude to invite yourself somewhere.
Well, it wasn't like that. It was just like that was what was suggested. I don't know. But also, again, it's a good way. We've talked about like going to wedding. You haven't been to a lot of weddings. That is one great way to at least have something to do.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Not like I was having a fucking great time at it, but
No, women.
I
I don't quite know how they. It's difficult to imagine how women would be moving if it wasn't for posting where they are.
Yeah, that's all they got sometimes.
Yeah. Look, I'm out with the people. Like
yeah,
that.
or just like vacations, posting on Instagram. Did women love to travel before Instagram? I assume they did, but
not as much as they do now.
Yeah, it's like the solo traveling that they're all about now.
I mean, it's crazy.
But women are traveling constantly these days.
And I don't.
It's like every girl I've met in the last 2 years is like just in between their trips.
Well, yeah. I mean, they've got 4 phases in a month, That alone. A lot of motion. Yeah.
Yeah, the women, I don't know where the money comes from for these lives. I mean, I guess I can assume in the most cases where it comes from, but
a couple of them I've been able to confirm, like, okay, parents. And then other ones
it's mostly parents.
It's like, all right, well, how did you get there,
though? Oh, you know what? No, keep going.
They don't really get credit cards either. They don't understand how credit cards work entirely, so that could explain it.
You guys were talking about the girl boss thing in Chicago. And you skipped to the end, like where the riff went. But the initial thing was about proposing to like a career woman. And the joke was like, baby, the first time I ever laid eyes on you, I thought, I want to have maybe one kid with her when we're like 38 and just cross our fingers that it's not autistic. Like, baby,
that's right.
Baby, I can't wait to try for a year because you're 37. Like that.
Yeah.
It didn't go straight to vulgar.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's where a lot of the solo travel girlies, they're in Chicago.
They are. Yeah, there are a lot of girl boss types.
Yeah.
Of that ilk.
Yes. There's also there is a subsect of the girl who's kind of like isn't up to anything though. There's like the aimless type.
I've been
who, like makes it around.
Well,
I've been on some dates with ladies where like I think after like the third one who finally mentioned like a trip that they were about to go on the next week, a part of me wanted to just go, shut up.
Suck my cock.
Shut up.
Suck my dick.
You're not going to Miami. Shut up.
Well, if you work in the service industry, you just stack cheddar. And then it's kind of easy to get time off, too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are not service industry. These are like
the two of the ones I'm thinking of.
They either like
don't have
waitresses. They either like don't have a job or they have a job.
But I mean,
like
if you're
completely dominating,
if you're working an office job, you can take a week off. I'm PTO.
There's enough people.
Oh yeah, that's true.
PTO's
getting. They're expanding. There's I know a lot of people who have just insane amount of PTO.
Yeah.
Remote jobs make it to where you can travel all the time too.
Yeah, but the girl boss. I can't really do the girl boss types.
Yeah.
I like a girl who has a corporate job and then like can't really explain to you what she does there. Yeah. That's what I'm
going to Bolivia next week. Shut up. Shut up.
I'm going to Somalia this week. I'm going to Mogadishu.
I'm going to Tel Aviv this week.
Okay. I'm going to Tehran. I'm spending a month in Kazakhstan.
I'm going to Sinaloa.
Well, I'm going to Mexico at the end of the month, which I'm pretty excited for. But last year when I went to Mexico, I met this girl who was from Sinaloa.
Nice.
Yeah. She follows me on Instagram still. She might listen to the podcast. I forget her name, but I'm gonna fuck you.
Oh my god.
Her name was Johnny.
I went to one of the open air slave markets in Libya. Chill vibes. Chill vibes.
Those was, remember, you know what the precursor, I bet.
Oh my God. I watched a 10-year-old do heroin in Libya.
I watched a dog fuck a 15-year-old girl. And guys paid so much money to see it. Guys paid a month's wages to see it.
I watched a 10-year-old sell his mom's ass. And it was so weird.
I just love getting to see other cultures. It's like we live in this bubble here in LA. It's like everyone here's the same, but then you just want to get out there. You know what I think probably correlates exactly with the type of girls who travel like that are the ones who went on the trips to the trips to help out other third world countries when they were like 14 or whatever. The trips where it was literally, I swear to God, when I was, because I knew people on Instagram and stuff when I was that age, where the people would go to the trips. I don't know, like mission trips, or probably with their like church or whatever organizations that go like help the third world countries and build a school or whatever.
Yeah.
But I swear to God,
take a photo with black kids.
It was literally just you take a photo with the blackest kid you can find. Was like the social currency you would get for that.
Yeah.
You were like, holy shit! I didn't know people looked like that. And you were there fucking their shit. You were there so they could jack off to you for the rest of their life. How thoughtful of you.
You make us want to rape you, but we appreciate what you have done for our community, so we will not.
But you have given us Chromebooks. And for that, we must thank you. What is that?
We have built an airplane for you.
Those women in Africa, but with the barrels on their heads, but it's just a bunch of Chromebooks. You have given us a Chromebook.
I showed them how to make an account on X videos. It's like a village just out in the middle of nowhere. Gets like
just the most useless possible
get
thing.
the internet, and then it's just
I now know how to watch Jim Norton versus Bob Kelly on YouTube compilation. It is great.
I actually think that's a sincere problem that we keep putting Chromebooks and like Galaxy Pluses over there, because I think it actually stops those areas from like progressing as a society.
Yeah,
because it's like you don't know anything. It's like you're still coming out of like, we have huts.
Yeah.
And
turns
then
out if you
gave
gave Stone Age people access to hardcore pornography, they're gonna just quit trying to invent new things.
You fried their dopamine receptors.
Big shocking that they can find out. Discovering what white women look like will stop a society from progressing fast. They literally, you show those guys what Emily Ratajkowski looks like, and they forget the wheel. They don't even. They forget how to make fire.
Yeah. It's the reverse of the Sam Kinison joke about bringing the U-Hauls to Africa.
I haven't heard it.
Move. You've never seen that?
No, I don't think so.
He goes like, it's all this, it's something like foreign aid, sending all this money so people don't starve, and he's like, I got an idea. How about we send out a bunch of U-Hauls and we go, and we send them where the food is. He goes, see this? It's dirt. In 1,000 years, it's gonna be dirt.
That's awesome.
It's probably one of the best bits of all time.
It's one of the best stand-up bits ever.
Because it is true. It's like there's something to the fact of you can't skip steps of evolving.
Yeah.
You can't.
Look what happened when we gave them machine guns. They entered like these 20-year
sweatpants and tuxedo shirts. That's actually got to be one of the best topics in stand-up. Is the things that happen in like not even third world countries. Yeah. Like yeah. What was the Patrice O'Neill line about this?
Well, he's talking about white people who tell black people go back to Africa, and he's like, "Man, I ain't going back to Africa and fighting some goofy war in sweatpants and tuxedo shoes."
Sweatpants and tuxedo.
It's one of the best observational jokes.
It's like, literally what is going on in Africa.
A good amount of that is our fault. Because
seriously
we keep
is.
giving them the top tier. Because a Chromebook at the time when Chromebooks invented, it's like, this is amazing. Give it to Africa. Just watch them watch more. We've given them like Samsung Galaxy Pluses, machine guns, access to pornography.
It's the Live Leak industrial complex.
Yeah.
They now we get the videos of them doing retarded shit.
Yeah,
That's what we got back.
Yeah, we gave them Chromebooks, machine guns, Galaxies, and sunglasses.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we're gonna fight wars for 20 years at a time, and we'll know the war is over if everybody's doing heroin when they're 10 years old.
Yeah. We gave them AIDS.
Oh, God.
You guys gotta chill.
I think like 10-ish years ago, a headline went out that I guess AIDS was no longer the leading cause of death in Africa. And I remember reading it, and I thought it was like an extremely, extremely tasteless Onion headline at first, and I laughed. And then I read it, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I understood why all that like Live Aid stuff went on. I didn't realize it was that. I never knew it was. I didn't realize it was that bad. Jesus.
A Live Aid to raise money to take their technology away.
Come get a magnet.
They're grabbing onto it as it goes up. A giant, like the Fairly Odd Parents animation. A giant magnet attached to a
That's so funny.
A guy with who somehow a guy with a belt buckle on.
Have you guys seen District 9?
No, a magnet. You do the thing with the magnet that goes over all of Africa, and all the guys with real chains and fake chains get exposed because the real ones get sucked up. It becomes an epidemic.
Some guy's head just gets stuck to the magnet.
Yeah, we might need to do it. Maybe on the Patreon we can do an Africa deep dive.
Oh, you got to watch those, like the footage from like the Libyan wars and when they interview the warlords.
Yeah.
The warlords are hilarious. They're the funniest guys on the planet.
They're still on the thing that like the Native Americans would do, where you can like down there. I assume you can just tell a guy like, "Yo, God just came to me, man.
Yeah,
I'm the leader now." And
then they're gonna be like, "Fuck, that's the worst guy."
Fuck, there was a guy here last week who said that, and he fucked my wife, and now I guess we'll do it again. Guess we'll run this back.
Yeah.
There were so many. There's so many stories of guys like that in like the time between when the Europeans came to America, where like a Native American guy will be like, like if you just run towards the bullets, they won't hit you, and then it like works for one battle. Yeah. Where they like got lucky.
Those general butt naked. Yeah. He would fight every war naked because he believed it would make him invincible. And it's like, it sounds like you just got incredibly lucky every time you went up against fire.
Yeah, it kind of would have been cool to like live back then though, because you could be like your wife finds out that you were like fucking a girl in another tribe, and you're like, damn, I guess fucking God is pissed at you.
Yeah. Look what God did, man.
Holy shit, God is pissed at you. You better take that up with God. It's gonna be a real problem.
Did I ever tell you about that kid in 9th grade? We found out later he had autism, but that wasn't immediately apparent to me and my buddy. But we were asking him like, hey man,
we found out later that he was African.
But we asked him like, hey man, have you ever jacked off before? And he goes, no. And we're like, you've never jacked off once? And he's like, no, I wouldn't do that. And we're like, how do we know that's true? And he goes, ask God. And then we're like, all right, we're gonna leave this alone now.
All right, well, we're at an hour 4.
I think we can call it.
You can call it. Subscribe to the Patreon. We're gonna have a bonus ep up every week.
Exclusive Mexican content. Maybe we'll do some exclusive African content.
Maybe some, yeah. Maybe we'll do an extra tier, the $100 tier. And then also, if
once a month, we'll make fun of a third world country.
Also, I put a link in the description for to sign up for our mailing list. If you're sign it up and put your city, and then if we might try and do a stand-up show in your city. Who knows? Yeah. We're touring. We just did our show in Chicago.
We're looking to
fun ass show, great Very show. Fun.
Yeah, those.
So yeah, sign up for our mailing list. We'd only message you if we're coming to your city. So it's
great male to female ratio at the show, by the way.
Actually, yes, there was. Yeah,
solid.
Some solid huzz at the show.
I imagine
and
if we go
also
to a city where we don't know as many people, that'll be different.
Yes, most likely.
Yeah, of course.
Also, but Mark was telling me, he said that who was the guest in the last pod? He was saying that in general for live performances, it's mostly women.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm sure for our shows it would still be mostly men if it was like our audience came out, but I think it would probably be more women than our analytics would show.
Well,
it would be the 3% of women that
I opened for Sam Orson, our friend of the pod. And he's a recent viral sensation who's starting to tour and stuff like that. And there were 50 people in the room. It was 44 dudes and 6 chicks.
That rocks. So
it was
hard.
Awesome.
And then also, we sold these at the show. The koozie of us. Nice Chinese guys.
Yeah, let us know.
Sold a lot. They were flying off the shelves.
Yeah, let us know if you want one. We'll do something.
If you want one, we can maybe send you one. All right.
Yeah, and then shout out, who's our buddy?
Nick and Bryce.
We shouted them out on the last
first
step.
fans.
But they're on the page. They're on the Patreon now. So shout out Nick and Bryce.
Shout out Nick and Bryce. Thanks for coming to the show, fellas.
Thanks for coming to the show. And enjoy. I hope you're enjoying the exclusive Mexican content.
Yeah, you're welcome, by the way.
All right. Peace.
That's it.